And I would love to speak to this piece about what it really takes to live in alignment. Because, as you said, we live in a world where there's so much information, there are so many opportunities that there is also confusion, there is overwhelm. A lot of people don't know which way to turn. And so, going inwards and being discerning and like fully following your truth and your truth only, what does that really take?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think for me, my beginnings to all that was starting to learn about how the mind works. Again, like for me, it's always about bringing in the esoterics, but with the grounding, with the practicalities. I know, okay, I get it. I get this. I understand how I can work with this. So when I started learning about, for example, the four different parts of your mind. So you've got the superconscious, you've got the conscious mind, you've got the subconscious mind. For example, the subconscious will teach us that fire is hot. So it's important to have the subconscious. We need it. But throughout the years, throughout growing up, throughout school, throughout, think about all the people that you've come across in your life, they've come with their narrative, their perception, their stories. Basically, everything is perception. There's no such thing really as fact. As we go through life, we're hearing other people's narratives, other people's stories, other people like this is the way it is. This is what we do. This is what you do. And we take that on and we can take that on as truth, especially as children, because we don't have discernment. We're trusting that what people tell us is true and it's fact and it's important. And we bank it. We bank it in our subconscious. So that's the subconscious. It is finite. It's not infinite, but it's huge. It's massive. It can store a heck of a lot. It can store all the things that you might not even realize you're storing, right? And then we've got the conscious mind, which is finite, but it's quite small, it's limited. So that's why, we're in mindfulness, we're awareness, we're aware of what's going around us and we're conscious of it, but it can't hold that much. That's why we have the subconscious. And then the superconscious is that connection where we lock in and we're connecting to whatever you want to call it, source energy, God, oneness, that co-creating energy, that co-creating force. And to me, that's where alignment is. That's where truth is. That's where, and again, my beliefs are, you had this path that was given to you before you came into this world. So you were in the soul world, you saw a video of your life, you signed the contract for that, and then you were born and you forgot it all. But it's all part of being human. It's all part of the human experience. That's what it's about. So we're not trying to be perfect. So we're aware that all these minds are there. So for me, it's about clearing out the subconscious that I don't need. Again, that's Kundalini, that's mantras. So in Kundalini as well, we work like on diagonal energy. So rather than linear, where your energy is going forwards. So we use, again, it's tools. So whatever tools you work for you that is clearing the subconscious patterns that aren't serving you. And then it's then taking the time, even if it's just 3 minutes a day, where you can just be with you, and whatever that brings up. And you will have thoughts coming in. We're not trying to stop the thoughts unless you are a Tibetan monk meditating 20 hours a day in the Himalayas. It's not going to happen. You're going to have this voice. So it's not about getting rid of the voice. It's by practice of observing it. The voice is coming in. I've seen you, I've observed it, I'm letting it go. I'm not attaching a story or a judgment to it. And you know how we speak about athletes, what is a really well-tuned athlete? It's not about how high their heart rate goes, it's how quickly they bring it to rest in. That's what's sort of defined as someone who's really super fit. So with like the mind, it's not about how many times the subconscious or the conscious mind or the thoughts come in. It's about how quick can you recognize that's happened and then let it go. And that is a practice. I always say, we're not meditation legends, we're meditation practitioners. The clue's in the name. It's a practice. And some days you sit down and the mind is so busy, and some days it's a bit quieter. If we get up early in the morning before that busy mind's kicked in, nice and quiet. For maybe end of the day, it's maybe busier. So when we're connecting to alignment, it's about connecting to what you were here to do, what you're born to be, who you're born to be. Person you're here to live, not what someone told you to be or expected you to be or society thinks you should be, but it's about who you are born to be. And that doesn't mean it has to be some big grand thing. Some people are born to bring their light and energy as they check out your supermarket shop at Tesco's. Again, it's not about placing people higher or lower. It's just about connecting to what you were here to be and to trust trust that. And what happens is that when we're so busy, we're not giving that really quiet, gentle voice a chance. And we're listening to that loud voice, it's obnoxious. It tells you to do something, and then if you do it and it turns out wrong, it tells you like, why did you do that? It's the ego mind. But even if we just take a few moments of our day to just tune into that quiet, softer voice, knowing that it's a practice, and the more we do it, the more we'll get to hear it, then we can come into that intuition, we can come into alignment. And then I know we mentioned previously about boundaries. Then we can come into boundaries and practice boundaries, but coming from a place of, again, trust and discernment that it's important to have those boundaries in order for you to live the life you were born to live. It's not coming from ego. It's coming from like, I need to set these boundaries because this is my path. This is my destiny. This is what I'm here to do. It's not about you. It's not even about me. It's about this co-creation, and that's why they're there. So yeah, that's when we really give ourselves a chance to really live aligned.